Michael Cox, Chicago. I'm an artist, abstract, portrait, born vain. I think I've been an artist by nature since the beginning. I've always been creative, done a lot of things with art, different mediums. I've taken all the mediums I've ever done and put them in one. That's what makes Born Vain. In the midst of having a lot of fear and pain, I discovered Born Vain, the epitome of loving oneself, the name and the feeling. It all came together. In 2002, my mother passed away from breast cancer. I was in Atlanta, and when I got the call, I went into a rage. I'm the baby. My best friend just passed away. There was a box of paints that my mother sent to me. This is very integral to the Born Vain story. In the rage, I tore the paints up. I Hulkamania'd the entire house. Paints got everywhere. Ceiling, other room, bathroom, rug, big screen TV everywhere. I left to come to Chicago for 2 weeks for the funeral and to deal with the estate. Totally forgetting, totally oblivious that I did that to my condo in Atlanta because of the state I was in. When I got back to my condo in Atlanta, when I opened the door, I noticed the paint had dried on the walls in bubbles exactly the way that I paint. At that time, that I not only did that to the walls and then came back to see the walls was the time that I realized that I lost my best friend, but I gained a gift that she left for me. That gift had been cultivated from 2002 to probably 2010 for the most part, and in the way I do it, in the textiles, and the Born Vain name came about by me realizing that I have to put the complete love into what I'm doing and into myself. So that way, that's where the epitome of loving oneself, Born Vain, came about. And since then, Born Vain, the name, has kind of taken on a life of its own with my consumers. You know, when they rock a t-shirt, they say, "I'm Born Vain," or "Are you born vain?" or "Do you want to be born vain?" You know, and that means a lot to me. It's almost like I've created a whole nother person, you know, through pain, through sorrow. Born Vain, my brand has transcended the globe already in the past 7 years. I'm just really interested in where we're going now. Starting from 2010 until now, Oprah Winfrey, Ernie Banks, Verdine White of Earth, Wind & Fire, Roy Ayers, Frankie Beverly, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, George Clinton, Shaka Khan, Robert Townsend, Spike Lee, Eric Monte, which is the creator of Good Times, The Jeffersons, and Cooley High, and Sanford and Son, Berry Gordy and Sherry Gordy, Lawrence Hilton Jacobs, Martin Lawrence, Ralph Tresvant, Ronnie DeVoe, Bobby Brown, Mike Bivens, Johnny Gill, Brooke Payne, Raphael Sadiq, Mike Epps, Paul Rodriguez, J. Anthony Brown, Tommy Davidson, Deion Cole, George Daniels, Darlene Hill, Fred Hammond, Howard Hewitt, Lisa Ray, Taraji P. Henson, Jamie Foxx, 50 Cent, MC Light, Notori Naughton, Nazir Muhammad, Sean Livingston, Anthony Davis, Jaleel Okafor, Derrick Rose, Hype Williams, Professor Griff, DJ Hurricane, which is the Beastie Boys DJ, Karis One, Big Daddy Kane, Common, Scarface, Naughty by Nature, Dwayne Wiggins, Eric Sermon, Method Man, Redman, Jada Kiss, Michelle A, Genuine, Chico DeBarge, El DeBarge, Najee, Will Downing, Chrisette Michelle, CeeLo, Marcus Anderson, Gary Owen, and Tank. I've always drawn and halfway painted throughout my entire life. For the most part, I've never actually had any professional lessons. Throughout high school, I watched a lot of major artists try to copy their styles, tried to emulate a lot of the people that I felt that were big time artists at that time. I do a lot of art that reflects ancestry and African based figures, faces, eyes. So I think, yeah, it's pretty worldly, pretty global. Art is me. Just like art is hip hop, just like art is bebop or jazz. Art is me. I am art. Red Fox would probably have to be one of my favorites. One of my most favorite ancestors that was actually here, and I bear witness to his art in real life. So he's one of my most favorites to paint. I try to put all of it into my art, though. I don't have too much negative things to say about anything. I like to do my own thing with the artwork, and the art speaks for itself. And I think it brings a positive light, positive vibe. So that's the important thing. Social media, specifically Facebook, or even before that, MySpace, it gave me the opportunity to reach a lot of people globally, whereas I wouldn't be able to touch them or talk to them any other way. So social media has been my biggest smart key. It's been my biggest touch to the world. Nothing is planned per se. The only things that are actually planned are orders that people make with the portrait t-shirts. They'll get their mother or their, themselves most times, born vain, the epitome of loving oneself. Those things are planned, but when I get to the canvas, it has to be something that's organic. Most of the things that I do have been organic. No one else in the world is doing it or has done it, not the way I'm doing it. This is something that was given to me as a gift, so I'm giving it back to the people that actually rock with me. You'll know when you have one because everybody's going to ask you about it. B, I'm the only person that actually touched it. It's not a machine. It's handmade. My thoughts, my actions, my creativity, my love, my hate, everything goes into that one shirt. So wearing it alone is enough for the consumer to really feel special. And if I'm able to share that gift with everybody that rocks with Born Vain, it's a plus. It's always a win-win for me. Oh man, I feel vindicated. I feel comfortable in my affirmations. I feel like the things that I've asked for, everybody that for the most part, I've asked for in my affirmations, they are wearing Born Vain, and a few of them continuously call me and order, and I also do a lot of canvas work as well. So I'm happy to have done it all by my own. Obviously with a lot of other people dealing with me and helping me. But for the most part, I think that I've done the marketing, the art, the postage and handling, and soliciting, the handshaking, the baby kissing. I feel very comfortable about my movement. You're watching Indigo, Eye on Shy.